Guys, welcome back to 5 Questions. This is just a short segment where I sit and I talk to my former guest co-hosts and I ask them 5 questions about movies that I think would be fun to talk about and I want to know the answers to. You can listen to us on the podcast. It's it shows up every week on the podcast as a bonus extra material, or you can check out the video clip over on our YouTube. Right now, I have Mario Melillo from Mario Likes Movies, Seeing Red Films, so much more. Go check out our episode where we talk about cult classics and really get into it. He's running a live stream right now. You can join on Twitch and watch him. You can follow him at Part9Jason right now. He's writing a script for a movie. He's doing it on Twitch, and it's a lot of fun to go and check out. So go check him out, follow him. But Mario, thank you so much for coming on to do 5 questions with
me. Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. You ready for the first one?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Do you remember your first movie theater experience? What was the movie? What was it like? And if not, can you share another experience that was special to you?
I have 2, 1A and 1B. First one, I was very, very young, but I do remember it. My mother took me to a drive-in movie of Ghostbusters. I was like 3, I think, but I remember it still to this day.
That's an experience, man. It doesn't, even if it's just...
I don't remember the movie, but I know I was there with my mother seeing Ghostbusters, and I remember seeing the screen. Like, I saw the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I remember that for sure.
Very cool.
And the first movie I remember seeing in actual theaters was Masters of the Universe.
Nice.
The live motion picture, not like the cartoon. With Dolph Lundgren and Frank Langella, yeah.
And how was that experience for you? Like, checking that movie out, is this still something that sticks with you?
Oh, yeah. I was a huge He-Man and Masters of the Universe fan when I was younger. I had the toys. I watched the show every Saturday morning when I was a kid. And then one day, I didn't even, because back then, you're a child. You don't know anyway. But my aunt and my uncle took me to go see Masters of the Universe. And they're like, does this look familiar? I'm like, no. I didn't even realize it was He-Man and Skeletor until like an hour in.
Oh man, yes.
Yeah. So my aunt and uncle were kind of mad at me at the time because I was really young, but like I was like, oh, I don't know. It's live action. It's not like cartoons. But then he's like, I have the power, and I'm like, oh, okay. Now
I know who you are. I love it.
Those are my first theater going experiences that I can remember. Yeah,
I love that, man. Those are 2 good ones, man. Especially drive-in being like one of your very first.
Yeah, first one I remember. Even though again I was really, really, really young. Was Ghostbusters at the drive-in.
Nice, dude. What is a movie that reminds you of your childhood? You see it and you're brought right back.
There's a lot, but my favorite movie to this day, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, definitely tops that list. That, and this one's obscure. You've seen it, but I'm the president of the unofficial fan club for this movie, Hudson Hawk with Bruce Willis.
Here's the funny thing.
Brings me back to my early teens, before I met you, obviously, and I love that movie. I was like obsessed with movies with crazy stunts. Like there was this old, forgettable cop action movie with Clint Eastwood and Charlie Sheen, The Rookie. That movie had crazy stunts in it that I loved, like big, huge, like sets and spots and stuff. And I loved movies like that. So Hudson Hawk had a couple of those as well. And I just like loved that movie. I don't know why. I still do to this day.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool. Who's a character in a movie that you really look up to at some point in your life?
Jason Voorhees, probably.
Really? That's a hell of a one to look up to. Is there any, can you pound on it a little?
Yeah, there's a couple, but the first movie I ever remember actually seeing from start to finish was Friday the 13th Part 5, when I was like 4 years old or 5 years old. I forget which one it was. But I saw it on HBO, and I thought Jason was like a good guy. I didn't know he was like bad and was killing people. I thought he was just like Superman, so to speak. So I just was like, oh, cool. And then I found out that's not the case. But yeah, I really liked Jason Voorhees, which is why I'm a lifelong Jason guy.
I love it.
But yeah, him character-wise, I'd have to say I also saw the Deadpool when I was really young, because it was like new when I started watching movies. It was the last Dirty Harry movie with Clint Eastwood. Mm-hmm. So Dirty Harry, John McClane from Die Hard. I'm not saying they were inspirational. I just like that really stick out and I remember those are kind of the ones. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Those are two good ones. Can you share a time or a memory when a movie made you have a strong emotional reaction?
Oh, there's a lot. I'm gonna have to say, sorry, I had to get my lighting. You can chop that there. I'm gonna have to say, recently, Past Lives, really, the new. It's not. It's gonna be nominated for awards as of this recording for the 2023 Oscars, most likely. That really, really left an imprint on me. It basically, if you have any kind of feelings, or you've ever been with someone in a partnership, like married or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case may be, partner, it's really, and it's big on regret too. Like, it touches so many human emotions that people are really afraid to like talk about and discuss openly. And it just, like, I've said this before in my TikTok videos. If you can simultaneously be kicked in the like balls and teeth and back and stomach and head at the same time, that's what I feel like Past Lives did to me. Like, the movie, it's real human and real close. So Past Lives, when I was a little kid, my stepfather took me to go see What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams.
Wow.
That one was real brutal to watch. Even to this day, it's rough. And then there's some comedies that like really just always make me laugh, and they're just jovial, even if the subject material is not exactly funny. Like a long forgotten comedy from the 80s, The Money Pit with Tom Hanks and Shelley Long.
Yeah.
Great, like slapstick comedy movie with weird bits, and like, is she cheating, is she not, is he overworking and ignoring her, is he not, like, there's a whole bunch of weird concepts in that movie, but I love that movie too.
Yeah.
And it always makes me laugh. Witches of Eastwick too, even though I know that's a kind of a weird one. That one also makes me laugh, even though it's really not funny.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, last question. You ready for it?
Sure, lay it on.
All right, this one's an easy one. It's all up to you. What is another thing about you that you like the audience to know? Could you have something coming up, something doing, maybe some tidbit about yourself or something you've worked on?
That's actually tougher than I thought. Currently, I'm doing I stream on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/part9jason. I'm writing a feature film, and I know it's kind of a weird, easy, simple name. It's called just the Horror Project for now, but I'm gonna try to make this like a annual or biannual thing where I write a movie on stream and get crowd participation to pick and choose certain things, and hopefully crowdfund the movie, get it made, so that if it's bad, I can blame the people that helped me instead of just me. But but I'm doing that. I'm getting back into the whole filmmaking thing in general. I'm getting back into photography. I've done a whole bunch of different things, as you've known over the years. I've done this, I've done that, I've reviewed films, I've made films, I've worked on films, I've done all kinds of crazy stuff. I was a photographer, like, professionally. I've done all kinds of crazy stuff. But one thing I mentioned the last time I was on the podcast with you, just to close it out, I've been given a second chance, so to speak. I lost my vision for a couple of years, and I was legally blind. And for the last like couple of months, I kind of let life take. I kind of let it overwhelm me. But now I'm like really focused and back into things. And I always preach mental health for people too. Like, never be afraid to reach out for help and stuff. And yeah, that's what I got going on though. I got the Horror Project at my Twitch channel. Hopefully I can get that film made in the next 2 years or so. Nice. Have it out, and then go from there, knock on wood.
And I'm pulling for you, man.
Some more shows with you guys every once in a while. So
yeah, man, it'd be great to see you. Great to talk to you. And yeah, I appreciate you coming on and doing 5 questions with me. Yeah, and everything's linked below, so you can go follow and check out what Mario's doing with the screenplay, writing it right in front of you, and see what else you get through it. He's a plethora of knowledge, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So go check it out. Go check out our other episode. That's linked below as well. Whether you're listening or you're watching, we really appreciate you. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, guys. Until next time, I'm Mick Manhattan from the Scene Snobs, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.